About 66% of municipalities were sampled for the audit. That's to check non-compliance to legislation, loss of public resources, and harm to general public health. The AG says material irregularities are on the rise.
We've identified on a cumulative basis a total of 268 material irregularities. Much of it relates to non-compliance or suspected fraud that we identify through our audits. In 194 instances of these MIs, we were able to link it to a material financial loss. We were able to then estimate a cumulative value of 5.19 billion rand of financial loss. Much of it also relates to the losses associated with the VBS investments in VBS. 1.6 billion rand of that 5.2 billion rand is that.
Only 500 million of 5 billion in material irregularities was either recovered or in the process of being recovered or prevented.
Most of the MIs arise on things that accounting officers should have been dealing with anyway, which is the point we made earlier on. In 86% of the instances we raise in our report now, we found that accounting officers were simply not taking action until we raised the matter. That highlights matters around culture, around discipline, about responsibility and responsiveness.
The AG says 12 cases have been referred to law enforcement agencies.
We've also, in 25 instances, taken binding remedial action, which is only reviewable in a court of law. Unfortunately, we've had to do it in those instances, but what that should tell you is that those auditees are where the responsiveness is so bad, we've had to get to that point. We should never get there. We've used our powers to do that. If they continue to fail, we'll then get to a process of considering a certificate of debt.
Your work should be in line with value for money. You see, if you have touched a particular service, you've touched a pipeline, at the end is the water. At the end is the sewer line.
Maluleke has called on all oversight bodies at municipal and provincial levels to monitor the financial performance of councils. Tulelani Philip, SABC News, Parliament.